Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm Mr. Teagups, and you know the score. Welcome back to the most inconsistent series in the world. Fuck me, it's probably near enough 5 weeks since I put one of these out now. The last time I put one of these out, I think the group stages hadn't been finished in the World Cup. So a lot has changed in the world of football. The World Cup's over now. It's gone, done and dusted. It's like 3 weeks until the new Premier League season starts. So I've got to fucking finish this series quite soon. It's getting ever so close. Fuck me, FIFA 27 will be done by the time I get this series complete. But a lot has happened. Most teams are far into their preseason now. Tottenham have already played 2 games. They actually played against Toronto FC this morning. Eric Lamela got 2 goals. It was a pretty decent game, but yeah, we should probably get on with the mighty Oxford United challenging for that Premier League. But I quickly want to talk about the world of football because a lot has fucking happened. So let's talk World Cup. The World Cup was absolutely amazing this year. I thoroughly enjoyed it. There was nothing on TV, so I ended up watching enough every single fucking World Cup game. And there was a lot of good matches out there, a lot of surprise results. I really enjoyed watching Costa Rica, and I really enjoyed watching Colombia because James Rodriguez was an absolute beast this World Cup. I was really surprised how well he did because last year I watched a load of French football and I saw Monaco play a lot. I saw James Rodriguez play a lot, and he was good, but I didn't think he was out of this world. I know he's young, he's got a lot of potential, and he signed for quite a hefty price tag. He was like 35 mil from Porto, and actually I think the year before he actually signed Manchester United for like 40 mil for him anyway. So, you know, everyone knew he was pretty decent, but he had an amazing World Cup. He's now at Real Madrid. I'm kind of skeptical what he's going to produce at Real Madrid because, well, his career so far has been good, but he hasn't been out of the world. He had probably an amazing season for Porto. He had a really good season with Monaco, but when you play for Real Madrid, you got to start putting in some big results. And is he up to that task? Probably. He did well for Colombia, and I think they want those performances every single game for him. So next year in FIFA, that Real Madrid team is going to be fucking scary. Gareth Bale, Ronaldo, James Rodriguez, even Benzema. I just think, imagine if Real Madrid had bought Suarez as well. Fuck me, that would be the best attack in the world. It'd be such an expensive attack. It would really be unbeatable. Next year it'd be absolutely unbeatable with FIFA. But actually, Luis Suarez went to Barcelona. I was kind of shocked by that. You know, they're going to play him as an out-and-out striker, put Messi in the wing, which they probably will. But he's an absolute retard. Like, let's talk World Cup. Biting another player again. This guy is absolutely disabled. Don't get me wrong, he's probably like a nice guy. But when it comes to football, he has like anger issues or something. He needs to see a therapist or something. But I don't know. I kind of think he did it on purpose. When he bit Chiellini, I thought he did that on purpose because Liverpool were not going to sell him. Liverpool, you don't want to sell your best players. There's a reason why Suarez, Bale, Ronaldo, these type of players go for these huge price tags. It's because they're fucking good, and it's so hard to find another one of these players. And Liverpool didn't want to sell him. They saw what happened to Tottenham when we sold Gareth Bale. It's very hard to replace a player like that. They didn't want to sell him, but Suarez wants to go. When big names like Barcelona and Real Madrid come calling, you've got to find a way to get out of there. Probably thought, you know what, if I bite this fucking Italian, I'll get nothing really happen to me. I'll get 4 months banned. I think he still gets paid in 4 months. He basically assaulted someone, and he still gets 4 months of wages. He doesn't have to play any football, and he gets the big move to Barcelona. So everything's looking Suarez. But let's get back to the World Cup as well. It's sad to see Germany win. As an Englishman, you don't want to fucking see Germany win. I kind of wanted Argentina to win because Messi, people say, oh, Messi shouldn't got player of the tournament. For me, he was the best player of the tournament. He single-handedly got fucking Argentina to the finals. Aguero did alright at the beginning, then he got injured. Higuain was pretty decent. Di Maria was very error-prone. He did score a couple goals here and there. I think he only scored like 2, so I don't know why I'm saying here and there. He had good performances. Like one game where he got that winner. Who were they playing again? They scored that winner in extra time. And like the commentator was just parring Di Maria off, like, oh, he's missed all these chances. Like he tried a Rabona cross and it just went miles out wide. The commentator was just parring him off, saying he's having such a poor game. Then he scores the winner. So yeah, but Messi, he done well. Messi done well. He single-handedly carried his team in every game. I know he didn't have the best of games every game. Like some games, he was like basically invisible for 89 minutes, then 1 minute he just turns it up. But that's why he's such a sick player. Even when he's playing shit, he can still find 1 minute to turn the game around. For me, he was the player of the tournament because James Rodriguez had a great tournament, but they didn't get to the final. I think if they got maybe a little bit further and he scored maybe 2 more goals, he definitely would have got it instead of Messi. But no one else really outperformed him. Germany as a team, Germany was the best team overall, but they really didn't have a star performance. Some of the players had a good game here and there, but overall, not many of the German players had like consecutive good games, if you get what I'm saying. But yeah, I still want to talk World Cup. Fuck it, let's talk World Cup. Let's talk Brazil. Yeah, the World Cup was hosted in Brazil. Brazil were absolutely wank. Yeah, everyone's saying like the Brazilians at the beginning of the tournament basically, we got the trophy in hand, but they had such a bad tournament. The second they lost Neymar, the tournament was over. And Thiago Silva. But for me, I thought it was so stupid. How old is Neymar now? How old is Neymar now? He's like 22 years old. To put all your hopes on a 22-year-old single-handedly winning you the World Cup, that's a lot of fucking pressure. And don't get me wrong, Neymar was performing. He was performing well. He was definitely the best Brazilian player out there. You can't fault his performance at the World Cup. But when he got injured, it just ruined Brazil. And I thought it was quite funny because that game, he was diving all over the fucking place. Then when he actually gets properly injured, no one gave a shit. It was really like the boy who cried wolf, because no one's like, yo, it's just Neymar diving around again. But this time he's actually fucking injured. And I thought that was pretty fucking funny. Karma's bit you in the ass. And I kind of wish he did get paralysed. No, I'm kidding. I hate to see a talent like that being hurt. But, you know, the second Neymar was out of the team, where were the goals coming from? Hulk, like, this is the thing. Everyone bum-licks Hulk just because his name's Hulk. He's fucking massive. He's got the fattest ass in football. But for Brazil at this tournament, he was fucking wank. And you can say that about all the other players. You can say that all the other players. Fucking Fred. Fred is useful as a fucking cock-flavoured lollipop. I hate to quote dodgeball, but he fucking was. I think I had a better chance of scoring out there. Jesus Christ, like, he looked like he'd never played a striker before. Like, he wasn't holding the ball up front. He wasn't running into the box. I know he's slow. Like, this thing, Fred is fucking slow. There are other players out there who aren't faster strikers, you know, like Berbatov. But they bring other players into the game. They get themselves in their attacking positions in that, and they got a little bit of skill in the ball. But Fred had none of that. When he was getting the ball, he was losing it. He wasn't getting in spaces. He wasn't running into the box. He wasn't doing fuck all. And I feel sorry for Joe. Joe never really got a chance in this World Cup. Whenever he came on, Joe looked more of a fucking threat in like 5 minutes than fucking Fred in the whole of the tournament. So I've saw way too much his commentary, but he was. And I was really surprised when they didn't take Alexander Pato. I'm not sure if he is injured. I think he just moved to a Brazilian team. But he's still freaking young. Give him a chance. Fred is 30 years of age. He hasn't really played for the best of clubs in the world. He's played in Brazil and France. He hasn't really been the greatest goal scorer in the world. Same as Joe, really. He's played for Man City, I do believe. Not the greatest goal scorers in the world, but their time is up. Their prime's over. Alexander Pato still hasn't hit his prime yet. Give him a chance if he wasn't injured. Don't quote me on that. But in some of the other selections, I was surprised when they didn't call up Robinho, even Ronaldinho, even Kaká. Some people may argue, they're so old. But they sometimes need that experience because that team out there, all those kids out there, all those young players look lost there sometimes. The second they lost Neymar, there was no goals. And when Thiago Silva was gone, David Luiz can't lead for shit. Like this thing, when they lost 7-0 or 7-1 to Germany, people criticise David Luiz, and I will criticise David Luiz. He's a player who can't lead. He definitely can never be captain because for me he's perfect centre back material. He's big, he's an athlete, he's strong, he's got some pace, he can shoot, he can pass and he can tackle. But he cannot lead and he cannot read the game defensively. That's why he should probably play him at midfield. And when he was, I think he was captain in the 7-1 defeat to Germany, him getting forward hindered his team way too much. You need a captain who's a centre back to stay back and hold the line and keep a good solid defence. And that's what Thiago Silva does. He gets his players to stay back. He tells David Luiz to just fucking stop going forward. Even though he does, he limits it. And he gets the best out of David Luiz. That's what John Terry did at Chelsea as well. But when David Luiz goes forward, don't get me wrong, he gets some goals and assists now and then, but he leaves it way too open. But I gotta stop talking World Cup. Overall, Brazil were very poor. And fucking Luis Gustavo with his little like 80s porno tash didn't have the best of tournaments. Fernandinho didn't have the best of tournaments. None of them did. And they really need to look back at this. But I was surprised that they didn't call up some of those players. It really was pretty stupid, but they still got fourth anyway, so yeah. Let's finally get back to Oxford United challenge for the Premier League. We might talk transfers next episode, probably next month when I finally put it out. But let's start off the day. So first game of the day, Oxford United away to Norwich City, and this is how it went. So it's time for the broken record time. They're a good team, yada yada yada. Let's get on with this. So, it was raining. You know I don't like the rain, but we managed to drew first blood. Around about 15th minute, we're in the attack. Davis has the ball. He plays it to Bruma. Then he just runs past two defenders. Bruma plays a cheeky through ball for him. You know Davis is going to finish this. It's 1-0. So after that goal went in, we somewhat got into a nice little stride, but we were just taking dead touches here and there. And Norwich equalised. Gotta say, in the 23rd minute, they're in the attack. Not much is going on. I'm doing some pretty retarded defending, I'm not gonna lie. There's a beautiful chip through ball over the top here to one of their strikers. He hits it first time, and he bangs it into the back of the net. It's 1-0. So this game had a pretty explosive start. 2 goals pretty early on. But after that, we got into our stride. We started passing the ball around a little bit. We had some opportunities, but The ball was taking some dodgy bounces, and yeah, we couldn't really keep up with it. We saw it out to half-time. That's all to play for in the second half. So around about the 55th minute, we win a corner. I think you know where this is going. Headers are OP as fuck in this game. Bruma whips it in. Mides is basically in the open here. No one is marking him. He's really under no pressure at all. And he just nods this into the backhand net. It's 2-1. I'm sad to say that's where the goals ended. Norwich put up a good fight after that goal went in, but the rain was really cancelling out a lot of my opportunities that game. A lot of balls are just I don't know why I'm fucking giggling at that. Just went out of play, and we saw it out of a 2-1 victory. It's time to move on. So we've finally got some transfer news now. I got Jonathan Tah for about 800 grand and Josh Rothfuss. I don't really need him. He's a good player, but he's just not my type of player. He's too slow. He's very average. And Jonathan Tah is a very, very good centre-back. I buy him a lot. He's a big-ass lad. He's basically like having Akram Fenwa on the back. He's very slow, but he gets up pretty quickly, and he has potential, I think, to get to around about 80. I think he's rated around about 68 right now in my career, which is kind of surprising because I bought him on a load of different careers at around about the same time, and he's been in his mid-70s by now, so we're going to try and get him up, but it's a good purchase from me. Johnny Mullins is retiring, so we're going to play him at the back. And we also signed a new goalkeeper. His name is Sylvia. I think that's how you pronounce it, or Silva. He's a free agent, like we've been doing with my other goalkeeper. He's on around about $4 a week. He's 60% rated. He's decent, got decent stats. I really want to go out there and buy another player. I really want to go out there and buy, spend a transfer fee on the player because there's no goalkeepers I can really buy. He's pretty decent. He's going to replace Rez Brown because Rez Brown has got like 46 rated goalkeeping. He's pretty shit. Hopefully, this guy will save me some goals. Hopefully, this guy will replace my other goalkeeper. If you didn't already know, we did sell him. So, yeah. It's time for the second game of the day. Oxford United at home, Hull City. This is how it went. You know what I'm going to say. Broken record player time. Hull got a beast team in this game. The mighty Tom Huddleston with the biggest throw in the world. Let's do this. This game was difficult. Yeah, it wasn't raining. Couldn't bitch about the rain. It's very slow from Oxford United. We wasn't really having many opportunities. First half was very, very slow. And I thought we were going to see out the first half 0-0, but you know what happens. Just before half time, I don't know how I don't tackle this guy. Not much is going on. He turns one of my players. Whips in a dinky little cross to Boyd. No one's marking him. He knocks it past my goalkeeper. It's 1-0. Not much was going my way this game. Whew, we was getting beaten by Hull. They had the majority of the possession. We did have a few opportunities here and there, but the second half was no better than the first half. And I honestly thought this was going to be a loss. But something magical happened. 87th minute, we get a corner. You know what happens. Ball's whipped in. Jonathan Tah, my new signing, gets a beautiful head on this. Knocks it into the back in there. He does a nice little somersault. It's 1-0. I'm happy to say that goal rescued us the precious draw. It's time to move on. Now for some interesting facts. We're now in 6th place. We're in the promotion playoff places. We're getting there. Well, here's the thing. Hull are in 3rd right now, and we just drawed against a 3rd-rated team. We're doing so well at the moment. The form is with us. It's time for the 3rd and final game of the day. Another really difficult game. Oxford United away to Nottingham Forest, and this is how it went. So, Nottingham Forest, I said it last time, amazing team, got good history, won the Champions League twice. It's always going to be difficult. They've got a good team, a lot of pace, decent strikers. This is how it went. So, this game was very slow. Whew, you thought the last game was slow. This game was even slower. It was a huge midfield battle. There was literally no opportunities. In the first half, there was around about 2 opportunities just from us. They literally had no opportunities, but we really didn't make anything happen. And I'm sad to say the first half came and went. Nothing happened. It's all to play for in the second half. So the trend followed suit in the second half. Very slow midfield battle. We probably had double the opportunities to around about 4. But they were very weak efforts. Very, very weak efforts. This is the thing. Bruma did play a beautiful ball to Davis at one point, and he skied the ball. Like, literally, it wasn't exactly an open goal, but he made it harder to miss. And that was probably my best opportunity of the beginning of the second half. And I thought this game was going to end up being a 0-0 draw to a very good moment. Around about the 75th minute, they whip in the cross. It's defended well. Danny Rose wins the ball. Plays it to Bruma. He plays a beautiful free ball to Carrera, and you know he's got that sweaty pace. He runs in on goal, and he just puts it in the back in there. I tried to finesse this ball right, but he has no right foot. He has no right foot, and he scuffs this ball. I thought he was going to hit it straight into the keeper. He somehow puts it in the back in net. It's 1-0. Talking transfers, I think he's actually gone to Atletico Madrid or Atletico Bilbao, one of those 2 teams. So I'm interested to see how he's going to do in the Spanish league. But he's a talent in real life, and he's a talent in this game. Proud to say, he won me this game. Another 3 vital points against a good team. I don't think we actually move up in the table right now. We're still in 6th position, but we're fighting for that playoff places, and we might actually try and get automatic promotion. It's going to be a hard fight, but we're nearly there. Well, I say nearly there. We still got a long way to go, and I want to finish this series before the new season starts. I say that, probably I won't end up uploading a new video until FIFA 27 comes out, but you know how it is. I've been Mr. Teacup, so you can subscribe. See you next time.